so what this study has identified is, in fact, a new way of looking at the most common form of Alzheimer's disease, the so-called sporadic form. That accounts for, estimates are maybe 99%, some of the most recent figures of the disease. And it turns out that rather than being able to track the gene from, say, the mother to the child, which is the familial form, this is something that's happening within the brain itself of a single individual. Appears to involve the same gene, but it's actually happening at the level of single neurons. And so it is both incorporating this particular gene, but also bringing it into the disease such that it's not a mother-to-child situation, but it's what they call sporadic. It's what they call happening without the genetics of passing from one generation to the next.
And you've been able to find that in post-mortem brain samples. Is there any way to find this in living people to date where you can detect that pattern?
At this point, it's more of an elimination process. And so since the vast majority of these cases are in fact of the sporadic nature and not tied to these particular genes, what the thought is that many of the individuals that people are studying to look for genes may in fact fall into this category. At this point, we're in early days. We don't really know much about, say, some of the ways of detecting it inside of the brain. But the thought is that if we understand what extra DNA, those types of things are, then maybe we can figure out what they call surrogate markers, things that might allow us to track that.